It would be 4-4 in this segment. And that is a very impressive win in a position where things were under control for a while for Hikaru.
Yeah, that was not an obvious advantage even for Alireza, but he made it look very smooth. And back to this opening, the Catalan, this early queen exchange variation, and Hikaru believing in his chances. Last time it fizzled out quite quickly. He didn't get too much, and is he going for that same exact draw? Is he just trying to eat time off the clock? Same again.
What?
Everything just as we saw a bit earlier.
This is insanely confusing.
Why? Does he believe he's better? Evaluation bar disagrees with him.
Yes. Sadly, he doesn't have one of those during the game. Neither does Alireza. But yeah, this is definitely confusing.
Last time we saw bishop to f6 and knight to c7. There was a long think before that. This time, he's going instantly for the e-pawn and the bishop. Maybe an even better version for Alireza. The eval bar is even slightly on black side, although opposite color bishops like the likely outcome.
So is Hikaru just favoring his black openings now? Does he want to play bullet? Why would he go directly back for this pawn down endgame?
Yeah, he did just lose with black. Like, his position was fine at some point, but he was never better.
Right.
That is surprising. He's going to throw away a white just for the sake of some time off the clock. Maybe he just sees it as a bit of a break, like a chance to recover and think again about what to do next, but surprising.
That could be actually, because there will be a break after this, in all likelihood. That could be he's trying to regroup, take a look at his black openings. But I'm really not sure.
He hasn't made much headway, at least objectively, in the Catalan. Maybe he's running out of ideas and he's saving an opening choice for later. Maybe feels like it would be wasted now, while Alireza still has some time on the clock, has his backup after winning the last game. This is now a level position. He can't catch the knight on c1. It will escape.
I'm still very confused.
Goes against conventional wisdom.
Yeah, for sure.
Use the white pieces.
All the pieces are gone. And we go to this and... Okay. This will likely be a draw. Probably after this we will regroup. Yeah, Hikaru clearly just taking his time. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, shout out to our audience, still enjoying the chess. It's been a long, long day here at the semi-finals, but still plenty of action left in the semi-final. I think here he's just contemplating how to win his pawn back in the safest manner possible. Maybe the white knight can go up to d8, threaten some checks, threaten knight c6. And nice to see people still enjoying stuff out there. The knight does move. Black is still a pawn up, though. I mean, how much risk is acceptable? Probably nothing so far, but if the black bishop gets back into d4, if the black king gets out the corner.
Yeah, we definitely need the knights on the board to actually cause any headaches. The bishops aren't going to be able to do it themselves.
Yeah, as long as the knights are on, Hikaru's not drawing this game easily.
Well, a5? What exactly was being thought about there?
Maybe knight back to c5 or b4, but yeah, this is very logical stuff from both sides so far.
The second the knight goes to c5, knight e6 will come in half a second. Or knight d5 even. Yeah, knight d5 looks plenty good.
Okay, still some tricks. The knight can capture on b6 now for white, but the black knight will reply by going to e4. Some forks in the air. The black knight wants to come to e4, d2. And yeah, still some calculation needs to be done for Hikaru Nakamura, who's low on time, under 44 seconds. Gets over 2 minutes. King steps forward, great move. Everything defended now for black, though. Can he keep the knights on the board? Knight to d6 is one option. Knight takes pawn on f2 is another option, at risk of getting the knight trapped yet again. How brave is he going to be? Alireza using his time bank here, his time advantage to calculate. He doesn't even need to move the knight necessarily. Bishop takes knight would change the nature of the position. Black has an extra pawn, though, and bishops tend to be better than knights with pawns on both flanks. Key moment if he wants to keep playing for a win.
Yeah, for sure, and he also could be totally happy with just going to a break. It's not often you get handed a position where you're effectively just trying to win an endgame. Yeah, but this not too much happening here.
The white bishop can choose its diagonal. The black knight will get out, but material pawns, they're all getting traded off. The one-pawn advantage, as we saw a couple of games ago, will not make any real difference with the opposite color bishops. The white knight's so strong that it surely will find a way to trade itself off for its counterpart a bit later.
Only thing you want to do is not get lazy. You don't want to accidentally trap your knight on a4 somehow. Knight a4, bishop d4, and then all of a sudden... Right, okay. Did Hikaru just make a face there? What was that?
Yeah, maybe he's frustrated that he hasn't been able to force the draw. Maybe he's annoyed about his clock time. Time mismanagement he talked about earlier. It's under 20 seconds. Now the black king is coming.
Yeah. Well, not to d4, but...
Not yet. That would force an instant draw after the knights disappear.
Okay.
The black knight still can't get out without an exchange. That is the reason Alireza is struggling to create winning chances here. What to do next? Maybe at some point he'll start pushing the h-pawn.
I love how in white's position you literally have to touch nothing. Was there knight d1 even you could have went for? Okay.
And knight d1 was possible. 99% accuracy for Alireza Firouzja here. It's been one of those games, Levy.
Shocking.
Perfect play by both, almost. Hikaru, though, slightly low accuracy as he's the one trying to force the draw. And bishop g1, we've seen a big mistake, apparently, finally, by one of the players. Bishop g1 was not found. That would have gone after the pawns, vulnerable pawns. With the use of some forks, black would have got a big advantage. Can he do it again? He does. Game on.
Okay, now the weakness has been created in the white position. And knight e4.
He's dropped a pawn. The king saves itself from a check. And a second pawn drops. We talked about it earlier. 2 pawns. As far apart as possible here. He still needs to create a second pass pawn on the queen side, but huge winning chances for Alireza.
Yeah, absolutely massive. This is unfathomable from the white side.
Is this chess karma? Playing for a draw with white rarely works out. Here we go. He needs to get the knights off. Still, if the knights disappear, it is a draw. But the black knight is so good and so strong at kicking away the enemy forces, and the pawn is running.
There's like just enough tricks here. Maybe knight d3. He's going to lose on time.
Oh, 1 second. He's got to move. Oh!
Twice he has 1.0. What?
G2 wins a piece, though.
Yeah, it's over.
Alireza strikes back. Wow, what a way to